Welcome, everybody. Hi, I'm Robin from Western Mass, and it is Sunday, September 25th, 2022. This summer has flown by. It's a cold, rainy day here in the Berkshire Mountains, and this is the Morgellons Call of the Week. So welcome, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this group, this community, striving towards wellness, and thanks to Richard Kuhns with his protocols, his book, How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and Other Skin Parasites, the diet he discovered over 2 to 3 years of trial and error, and the fact that he's here every Sunday to impart knowledge, answer questions. We can email him. He's been in the trenches, and he is, as far as I'm concerned, the leading expert on Morgellons in the known world. So anyway, at this time, I would like to welcome Richard Kuhns, the author of How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and Other Skin Parasites.
Thank you, Robin. It's wonderful to be here. We're here every Sunday. This is the Morgellons Call of the Week. I doubt that there is any resource anywhere comparable to this resource. And we do get technical and talk about recommendations. And because none of us are doctors or trained medically, it's important for me to let everyone know that there are disclaimers. The FDA requires that I inform you that before you start the King Diet or accept any of our recommendations, you're to discuss them with your family practitioner to make sure they do not interfere with any health problems you're presently experiencing. Likewise, the AMA requires us to tell you that none of us have passed our medical examinations or put in 20 hours a day in hospitals and been trained medically. Therefore, we are not licensed as medical doctors and cannot, will not, never do diagnose you, cure you, treat you, or mitigate any disease. We are limited in what we can do is to educate, and we do a lot of that. We can educate you how to get the benefits from the King Diet. We can educate you how to clean your skin, how to clean them out of your environment, and we can educate you as to the targeted supplements that are available to build health and immune functioning. Okay, what's the topic for the day, Robin? It was your idea, so what is it?
It's something about don't let panic rule your life.
Panic rule your life, and you know, we all get panicky. I mean, when you're dealing with these things and you get awakened at 3 a.m. from the itching, I mean, it would be one thing if they just itched you on your arm or were biting there, but damn it, they go after the private parts. There's no sacred territory in your body as far as these organisms are concerned. So panic is probably pretty much a norm. And it's easy to be stressed out, and even when reading, not read the book and totally comprehend it, maybe jump to conclusions, and you read an idea like how to disinfect your bath, and instead of following the instructions, you just somehow, hey, take it to the limit. You know, like the book might say, use an ounce of pull shock in your bath water, and what might you do?
Put in like a cup.
And what might happen?
It will dissolve your skin. It's really strong stuff.
Bad stuff. So nowhere in the book does it ever. So it's important to read, underline, and take note of the directions and not jump to conclusions or say, oh, that's new. I'll just put a cup in, Yeah, it might say put in a cup of bleach. Now, doctors do recommend, I've heard of doctors who recommend using bleach in your bath. Now, I don't really recommend it. You can use it. It's not a disinfectant that I would typically choose. I wouldn't even choose hypochlorite, which is the pole shock. I wouldn't necessarily choose that because it's harsh on your skin. It serves of really no value to help your skin in any way, shape, or form. But it's, you don't want to confuse one thing with another. So it might say doctors recommend a cup to a cup and a half of bleach, but don't jump and think that, well, hypochlorite is bleach, so I should use a cup or a cup and a half of hypochlorite, because the consequences are phenomenal. You'll end up burning your skin, being wrapped up for a week or 2 or 3 to get the skin back. I sent you an email. Would you read it, Robin, because it's quite pertinent? A lady wrote back about her experience with the debriding soap.
I think she says, as for me, debriding soap was a waste of time and money. Bleach baths helped the pain, and lidocaine. Diatomaceous earth, neem, and soda helped me. Oregano and other herbs. False claims give people no hope, and many end their lives. You can't help someone if you haven't actually had it and see it working. How would you possibly know if the doctors don't?
Yes. So, bottom line is, do you think she read chapter 1 of the book?
I don't think so. I don't think she read any of the book or even listened to any of your calls. She just randomly bought debriding soap without knowing how to use it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen or heard me make a claim that the debriding soap is going to solve the problem of Morgellons? No. I would be probably dead if I had not discovered that diet. It's as simple as that. So she went on to say about, what was the last sentence she said?
You can't help someone if you haven't actually had it and see it working. How would you possibly know if the doctors don't?
Well, she hasn't read chapter 1. If she had read chapter 1, she would know that I personally am not speaking from an ivory tower like some researcher telling you what I think might work. I have personally experienced calumbula, springtails driving me nuts and crazy, Morgellons disease, strongyloides cervicalis, and Lyme disease to the point it crippled me, literally crippled me. So, as you often say, Robin, I was in the trenches, and I'm here to say that I am no longer in those trenches. I am free of all of them and live a normal life. So how can I possibly say it? Well, I've experienced it. That's how I can say it. And again, if people, instead of jumping to conclusions, use something like the debriding soap and don't get the results, it's so easy. Oh, they're just trying to rip me off. They're just trying to make money. It's a big money-making deal. Right. No. Call us. Be on the program.
Right.
If it doesn't work, come on this program and tell me I'm a fake. I dare anybody to come on this program and tell me I'm a fake. So,
well, I think it's really ignorant when the doctors don't know anything at all to assume that anyone who does research, that the doctors know more than anyone else, because they don't know anything about this.
I'm
not saying doctors don't know anything. I'm saying doctors know almost nothing about Morgellons, and the solutions that people have found are outside of the medical profession for the most part. So why would anyone assume that the doctors know are best to go to for this? When it's going to tell you you're delusional, or they're going to,
Well, typically you have to go to a couple of them, and some people on this program have shared they've gone to as many as 40 doctors and gotten no results from them. In fact, you will learn more from reading my book about Morgellons and other skin parasites than you will in speaking to 1,000 doctors, guaranteed, absolutely. But on Kathy's behalf, I must say there are a lot of other things out there that probably do scam people, that do take your money and run and aren't there to support you. And so, yeah, there are a lot of pigeonholes out there that people go down. There are a lot of groups that you can join. I know I had joined groups back then, and one week the lady would be doing this and say, oh, this is working, and then the next week she'd be doing something else. And I was looking for answers, and some of the things she was doing actually caused my situation to get worse. So I know that there's a lot of misleading information out there, but there's never anything that I've ever said that the debriding soap itself is going to solve the problem. Now, contrary to that, I've gotten many people that have written me back that haven't made the diet kick in and shared how great the debriding soap is helping them. So that kind of surprises me. It's amazing stuff, but I say make the diet work and then let the debriding soap take you home. So here we have a lady who is using 50, at least 50% concentrate on and diluting it a little bit on her face and eyes.
Oh, God.
My God! And, the first order comes with instructions. It tells you to dilute it. Not 1 to 4, 1 part of debriding soap to 4 parts water or something like that, but 1 to 64 parts. 1 part concentrate to 64 parts of water. That's the dilution. So, yes, that doesn't surprise me at all that there was burning going on.
Right.
She went on to write some more.
Yeah, I ordered a lot of things. I ordered Claudia's cream. Is that safe to use around my eyes? They are itching and peeling. I'm going crazy. I have changed nothing in my skincare, but now it just burns and makes it worse.
What would you say about using Claudia's Dream Cream around your eyes?
Yeah, I think it's very soothing. But if you're hurting, I have used 100% Nature's Gift directly on lesions, and it burns like heck, but it kills everything in the lesion.
But you would use it around your eyes.
Wounds, but I would never use it around my eyes.
Absolutely.
Claudia's Dream Cream is so soothing and refreshing, and I would not put it in my eyes, but yeah, I would use it around my eyes.
Well, I would say be very cautious. I would never recommend anyone use it around their eyes because of it's got a lot of essential oils in it, and that's a sensitive part. So if you're using it around your eyes and it helps, great, but I would not recommend it typically for anyone, particularly for this reason. I wouldn't want people coming back to me and say, right, hey, I used it around my eyes and it burned and it hurt, or I used it around my private parts and it burned. They're sensitive areas. You need to be cautious as to what you use in those sensitive areas.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I have used it around my eyes, but it also has diatomaceous earth in it in a very nice lotion form, which is helpful for skin.
True, but I wrote back and I recommended Super MSM gel.
Oh, which is the best. Yeah.
Oh, hands down. Super MSM gel also has diatomaceous earth. It has organic sulfur, so it's going to feed your skin, and it has Nature's Gift in it, and it's not to the point it's going to burn. So that would be hands down the choice to use around your eyes, or even our Cool as a Cucumber eye cream, which someone wrote in a couple of weeks ago about how fantastic they found the cucumber eye cream. They're ready to throw this was a
Called herself a makeup snob.
yeah, makeup snob, she called herself, and she's ready to throw out all the stuff she had and go with our cucumber eye cream because she found it so great. So
right.
we have, yeah. So when you're looking, you don't want to use essential oils around sensitive areas, even in your nasal passages or places like that, because it can burn. It can burn those membranes and
right.
hurt. So, okay, there's another question after that one.
Good morning, Richard. I was just wondering, how do I get these things out of my eyes? Is that the question you're looking for?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm waking up every morning with my eyes pretty much glued shut. Not only they are on my eyelashes, they are literally inside my eyes and my pupils. I tried, oh my God, tea tree oil, Vaseline stuff that would not hurt my eyes. Neither of those things are very good. With no results, please help me with some ideas. By the way, I have, I think she meant to say gems from the research I was doing. I believe I have northern fowl mites. I used to walk my dog when I lived in Rhode Island every day. I would be pulling ticks off of me. So I'm assuming I have Lyme disease, but never confirmation on that. And what would be the best testing to confirm I have Lyme disease? And is that correct? How would you know that I have northern fowl mites? I really can't take much more.
Yeah, here again, most likely there are some kind of mites, and people who are new to the program, I wish everybody who is new would come here to get an idea of all the tremendous resources we have. So I returned this email to her with a copy of my book, Win the War of the Mites. Has everything in there that you need to win the war with any kind of mite. Robin can attest to that. She edited the book and helped produce it. And I also included a copy of my book, Lyme Disease Doesn't Have to Own You Anymore, because Lyme disease is scary as hell. And as I shared earlier, it just about took my life. I mean, I was crippled to the point where I could not write my name. My motor coordination with my hand was out the window. I could not drive my car using my right foot on the gas pedal because the inflammation and pain was so tremendous. I had to find somewhat of a comfortable spot in the car to keep my leg, and actually made a stick for myself with my hand to operate the foot pedal. The pain and agony was so bad. So what we do is we build health and immune functioning. So the pack of life is the first thing nutritionally I recommend for every person who suspects they may have Lyme disease. Now, testing, is it worth it? Well, if it comes back plus or minus that you have Lyme disease, can you trust the results? The problem with these tests, the Western blot and so forth, is that they don't seem to be that easily duplicated and really that true. So the only testing I recommend is through the microscopy. I think you can get it at Fry Labs in Scottsdale, Arizona, which is also in the book. But the most important thing is to get on the pack of life to build health and immune functioning. And that may be the answer to the point, as it was for me. I'm not guaranteeing for everybody, but as it was for me, that you no longer need the medical form of treatment. Now, the medical approach is often to use antibiotics. And if you go back in my blog post, you'll find, about a year and a half ago, I did an extended study of the use of antibiotics with Lyme disease. Read those blog posts. And I also went on those medications, the Zithromax, the what was there was a Bactrim, and there was another, and rotation, and they have different ones, and they can affect your stomach. They can ruin and destroy your gut biome, and they were not effective for me. Bottom line, and after them, that's when the Lyme disease became the worst it had ever been. But by incorporating the Pack of Life, which is Max 1 to build glutathione, glutathione goes inside the cellular system, cleans out the toxicity, which the spirochetes love, and it just takes away the food source of the spirochetes. That's simple. And then we use Garcillin, which is a natural antibiotic according to Wikipedia, a natural antiviral, antiparasitic, antifungal, and you put those four things together, vitamins, minerals, Max 1, and Garcillin, and the need for treatment for Lyme disease may be nil, if any at all. And if there is treatment, then the book goes into the various treatments that are available and how they are typically done and what options there are. So the book is very important to have if you suspect you're dealing with Lyme disease, because it covers the topic from A to Z. It even tells you about a clinic in Europe where you can go and spend about $20,000, $30,000, raise your body temperature to 107 degrees for a period of time under medical supervision, and have Lyme disease completely eradicated from your body. So it gives you all the different treatments that are available from which you can choose. Okay. Well, I think we've pretty well handled the topic. Is there anything you'd like to add? Jumping to conclusions, not reading the instructions.
I would like to say that we need to practice slowing ourselves down and not have knee-jerk reactions all the time, and that's why the stress management section of the call is so important. But you can come up with your own affirmations, your own deep breathing, your own ways of calming yourself down so that you can think things through instead of jumping to panicked solutions that are going to hurt you. I mean,
right.
As a coach, I really don't want people to contact me and they've damaged their bodies because of not slowing themselves down to carefully read information, to think about what they're doing. So I just want to encourage everyone, it's not going to be the end of the world if you stop to figure it out. Just like carpenters say, measure twice, cut once.
Right.
Read it 100 times, get it right.
Right. And there are so many times I only measured once and cut wrong. I mean,
right. Yeah.
Measure twice and cut once. It's exactly right.
So I just want to encourage people, slow down. Slow down your thoughts. Slow down what you're doing. Stop and think about it before you act.
And attend our stress management portions of the programs that we'll be doing later on. We do one every week. Okay, Mary, you have anything you'd like to add to the topic?
No, not really, other than I'm guilty of not knowing that you're supposed to dilute the end before you put it on your face.
Oh, really?
And as sensitive as I am to everything, I've not had a problem with it, but it would be good to know. Can you just run through what the dilution is on it?
Sure. With 100% Nature's Gift concentrate, the dilution is 1 part Nature's Gift to 64 parts of water. With the 50% concentrate that's already diluted 1 to 2, the dilution is 1 part of the 50% concentrate to 32 parts of water. And
okay, thank you.
Typically, all the new people who have gotten their first sample or their first order of nature's gift from us, they get a 4-ounce bottle of 50% concentrate and a pen spray bottle, a 10 milliliter spray bottle, and a written up sheet that tells them how many drops to put in the spray bottle and then fill it up with water. So that comes with the first order of everybody who orders when they first come to the site and take advantage of any discount offerings.